but you got it done. I guess, man, just what's the emotion like? I'm sure you're still processing a little bit, but to finally get the contract, what's the feel for you?
Well, the contract aspect, it's been a very long road for me, man. And, it's been, I think, 4 years since my first Contender Series fight. So, I just had to keep going, man. That was the main thing. I knew there was a lot of pressure coming into this fight. I had to finish this fight. This is my third time around. So I went in there with that mindset, man. Kill or be killed. And it's funny because that wasn't my game plan going into tonight. My game plan was stick, move, because AJ's a tough guy, man. Stick, move, float on my feet. But I don't know what it was. I just said, I'm going to bite down on my mouthpiece right now, and I'm going to throw. And we're going to see who stands and who falls.
Awesome. Along the way, was there ever any part of you that was like, man, I'm not going back there again? Like, this is silly. Like, I mean, it's hard to come back and do it over and over again. Was there ever a part where you thought, like, maybe this isn't going to happen for me?
Absolutely, man. Like, obviously I've seen my teammates, everybody's in the UFC at Fortis, and being on the Contenders twice and winning and still not getting the contract. And, I was in a dark space for a little bit, and I didn't really know where to go at that point. But, I have the best coach. I have the best manager, Jason House, Coach Safe, my family, my girlfriend, everybody that has supported me just tells me, just keep going, and because of them, I'm where I'm at now, and here we are talking to you.
Fight tonight was insane. What did you think of your performance overall and just the war that it was out there?
I fought a little bit dumb. I kind of, I went in there and I kind of just slugged it out. Like I said, that wasn't my game plan, but, I got the job done, and I'm just going to go back to the drawing board right now, man, and just continue to get better. I was planning on throwing some more kicks, but shout out to my wrestling coach, Kyle Crutchmer. We've been working on our takedown defense, and, it showed off tonight, for sure.
Not a bad coach to have. Last thing for me, the dream is here, but now it's just starting, right? So, what's the plan as far as debut? I'm sure you want a little time to recover after a war like that, but, is there like a need to make up for lost time? Do you feel like you want to get in there as soon as possible, or what's the plan for your debut?
Right now, I'm not thinking about the debut quite yet. I definitely do want to come back and be a better version than I was tonight. I'm going to watch the fight. I'm going to study it. I'm the student of the game. Like I said, this is my life, and I'm going to look at the tape and see what I can work on better, and then whenever me and my coaches and my managers talk, we'll figure out a good time to come back, and I'll be a lot better than I am tonight.
Hey, Steven.
My man, Alex.
You kind of alluded to it, but it was really you and Abdul as the two guys that weren't in the UFC, right? You guys were always the monsters in the gym that didn't get to the UFC. Now you're in the UFC. How's that feel?
It feels good, Abdul, me and him just had a conversation last night. We were just talking about, how he felt in his fight camp, how he felt coming into the fight the days before the fight. And, we both had very similar feelings. Me and him were very close. And, his energy feeded off. I fed off of that, and I came in tonight just cool, calm, and collected. And when it was time to go, it was time to go, man,
Would it be safe to say, seeing him get that contract really, got you going?
Absolutely, man. This, he's the. I think Coach just made him the captain of the lightweights now. So, he's leading the team, and I'm right behind him.
Did you feel when you rushed in there like you had not fought since your last fight?
Yeah. So, it's been, I think, about almost 2 years since I fought. But I said in my interview before, I never stopped training. There's a few fights that fell through in between that I wanted to get on, like some Fury and stuff like that. But I kept training and I kept getting better, and I didn't feel rusty in there tonight. I didn't feel tired. So it felt great being in there again.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Talk to us about the value of that, about the value of not having to train for a particular opponent, but getting almost 2 years of just making yourself better.
Yeah, there's a few things I did. I built my own business as well. I'm a personal trainer, and I have a great business around me with a lot of clients. So training them to help me train my mind, and training my mind, relates into my physical. And I continue to train and just worked on my own skills, my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling, my striking, everything like that. And I focus on my life. I focus on my life and bettering my life, and then that helps me with my fighting. So.
And you see this guy, AJ Cunningham. He's been 5-round fights, never been finished before.
Yeah.
Obviously, performance and getting a finish is so vital to getting a contract on the show, as you well know from this being your third appearance. So when you see tape on this guy, how much extra pressure do you put on yourself to try to get that finish and be the first guy to finish AJ Cunningham?
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, as soon as I took the fight and I was watching his fight, I was like, damn, this guy's tough, man. Like, this guy has never been finished. He's been in wars, and he's finished other guys. He's been in, like, wars to where he finished the guy in, like, the last 30 seconds with the choke, you know? So, but that's why I trained so hard. I took 13-week training camp. I didn't go see my family. I miss my family so much, but I couldn't see them. I missed out on so many sacrifices, you know, that I did for this training camp. I really zoned in. I didn't do interviews, anything like that. I just knew I had to dig deep down, not on top of just having a tough opponent, but just, you know, for myself, knowing that this is possibly my last chance of possibly even go to the UFC because it's my third time. So I just had to dig deep in there tonight.
And lastly, how hard was it at the end of the first round to focus on a second round, knowing that he could have been finished?
Yeah, I saw him drop, and I for a second I thought it was going to be over. You know, I was like, man. But, you know, my coach is like, get over here. You know, my coach just keeps me on my toes all the time. He's like, get over here, you know, get back to the game plan, go back out there and finish the fight in the second round.
It keeps everyone on his toes. Thank you much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the win there. Were there any takeaways or lessons that you learned from those first and second showings on the Contender Series that helped you get that result today and finally overcome that hurdle of getting the UFC contract?
Yeah, man. You know, I say the first fight, I thought the guy was going to take me down the whole time. So I was just so much more inexperienced back then. And then like the second fight, I felt like I was playing a little safe. I just wanted to get the win. I wanted to just get that win back. And now I feel like it's come full circle, man. I know what I needed to do tonight. And in this whole training camp, that's why I told myself, I know what I needed to go in there and do tonight, and that was finish the fight.
And back to tonight's fights, I noticed you talking to your opponent during the fight. What was going on through your mind during those sequences? Were you like in the flow state, or what was it?
Yo, when I was talking to him, I was trying to. We were banging in there, so I was just saying, "Come on, man, let's go, come on!" Like, and you know, like I said, I don't normally go and have wars like that, but there was something in me, man. A demon came out tonight, man. I was like, you know what? Let's fucking have a war, and that's what we did. And I was like, let's go. I had a little bit of Sean Strickland moment.
And you mentioned there that this could have maybe been your last chance to get into the UFC. Obviously, it takes a lot of mental toughness to be in this spot. Do you have any advice or just a message to someone else that may be in your position, maybe not just in sports but in life in general?
Just honestly, for anybody that's going through anything right now, like in life in general, just like, and I know it sounds cliche, just never give up. I've been through so much, man. Like I got knocked out my first Contender Series fight. I won my second one and still didn't get signed. And then, like, I got injuries. I couldn't fight for two years. Like, I've been through so much, but I never gave up. I never gave up. This has been my dream since I was 15 years old, and I never gave up. Look at my face. Like, I've been through so much wars in the gym, injuries, everything like that. But perseverance, man, that's what's going to get you through it. And if anybody ever feels some type of way, please reach out to me, and I'll help them out. I have clients that have gone through so much stuff too, losing weight or whatever, and I'm here to talk to them, you know, and I just want to let anybody that is out there know that.
Great message, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.